Oh, hey, good morning, all you no turnpike friends out there. Today is February the 7th, 2023. It's time for my weekly message about the turnpike situation that we're all facing. The Oklahoma legislature went into session this year. Yesterday, on Monday, a number of us were there making the rounds and visiting with the various representatives and senators, making contact and sharing some information. Whitney is in charge of our governmental affairs division, and this is our logo and the name we are operating under in our governmental affairs legislative activity. So welcome to Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation. So we have, there's a number of bills that we are following. The reason we were at the legislature, we're trying to get some control over this out of control, financially unstable Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. There's a number of bills in front of the House and a number of bills in front of the Senate. And we are interested in very many of those and supporting those and doing what we can to make sure that we get those passed. And you guys can do the same thing by contacting your legislators and or going to the Capitol, following the committee meetings and the floor proceedings online. You can do that at home and help keep us informed as to what's going on. So the legislative push is started, and we appreciate everybody that's involved in that. And it was like the first day of school yesterday for the legislators. They were getting to know each other and welcoming all the new people to the floor and just getting things started. Not really much happened for us yesterday other than we got the chance to meet some people and share our message. We've got some nice handouts that we have been sharing. Sorry, I didn't reverse that one. You'll have to just guess what it says. I believe the bills that we are following have been posted on our No Turnpikes page. If they're not, they should be, and you can be able to find out about those. The key tam suit. In the meantime, since I was on last, the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority has filed a motion to dismiss the key tam suit. Their argument, which seems to me to be really, really weak, is that since it's not tax dollars, it's not state money. But it seems to me that any money that comes into a state agency, whether it's through taxation, licensing fees, application fees, or tolls, it seems to me to be state money. So it really seems like an awfully weak argument, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a lawyer, and that will be for the courts to play out. I'm under the impression, checking on OSCN.net, I haven't seen anywhere that the key tam case has even been assigned to a judge. The initial judge, I believe, Walkley, recused herself. I'm not positive about that, but that's easy to check on the OSCN site with case number. It's case number CV 2023-64, and you'll be able to keep up with all the proceedings that happen with the key tam case. You guys are going to have to help me figure out exactly how this works, but here's what I think. If you remember back in August, the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority went before the Council on Bond Oversight asking for approval of almost up to $500 million in bonds. The council gave conditional approval of that application pending either the dismissal or the resolution of the cases pending against the Oklahoma Turnpike in their favor. That has not happened. As you remember, on December 1st, Judge Olson ruled in a summary judgment, which really I think is kind of unusual, that the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority willfully violated the Open Meetings Act. So that was resolved not in Oklahoma Turnpike Authority's favor. They have just recently filed an appeal on that, so that means that case is still active and has not come to a conclusion as we had hoped that it would with that Judge Olson's ruling. Also, the bonds needed to be validated by the Oklahoma Supreme Court. That case is still pending. Rob Norman argued hopefully successfully, quite eloquently in front of the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority that the bonds should not be authorized because the routes are not authorized. But we're still waiting on that ruling. So here's the question. I might not have said this. The Council on Bond Oversight's conditional approval expired last Sunday on February the 5th, 2023. That means that the Turnpike Authority no longer has approval to issue those bonds. Now, I'm under the impression it's possible that they could ask for another 180-day extension. I don't know that for sure, but we have not seen anything on the Bond Council agenda nor on the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority agenda. And the Turnpike Authority is meeting this Wednesday, so that's tomorrow. I'm planning on being there, and I hope a number of other No Turnpike friends will be there as well. But the way I see this, that means that the approval for the bonds is gone. It's expired. So does that mean that there's no case now before the Supreme Court because there's no bonds to approve? So does the case just go away? I don't know. There's a lot of questions, but it certainly brings up some interesting points, and hopefully we'll know more soon. But that would be good news as well. If there's no bonds to approve, then there's nothing for the Supreme Court to do but just to, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Just interesting information. Again, here is our logo and our operations, legislative and governmental affairs. We are Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation and sharing our message with our legislators. Appreciate any help we can get on that. One of the things you can do is help make contributions and support pikeoffota.com. There's a place to donate, get more information, the great information, and I believe all the bill summaries will be on there, as well as other ways that you can help with the legislative agenda. Hey, that's really all I've got today. I hope you guys are ready for this session and do what you can to help support our No Turnpikes cause with the legislature to see if we can get this financially unstable Oklahoma Turnpike Authority reined in to keep them from creating Category 5 devastation on the state of Oklahoma. Hey, that's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in.